You're watching WJLA 24/7 News. Good Morning Washington. On your side.
An historic day on Capitol Hill. For only the third time in history, the impeachment trial of an American president, Donald J. Trump, has begun. Chief Justice John Roberts was sworn in to preside, and then he swore in all 100 senators.
Do you solemnly swear that in all things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Donald John Trump, you will do impartial justice?
And political insider Armstrong Williams joins us now to discuss this. Good to have you here, Armstrong.
Good morning, Melanie.
What a week. History unfolding here in Washington. And I'm wondering what your thoughts are as we look at the seriousness of the charges and just the historic nature.
Well, you know, listen, I just find it interesting that all of a sudden they're using this Russian Parnas as someone who's leaking emails and information. It was interesting to hear Jake Tapper even say on CNN yesterday how corrupt, and even the Ukrainian government said that not a word from the coming this man can be trusted. And all of a sudden, Melanie, days before the impeachment, this trove of information is released. And what they want to do is taint Trump, taint what they conceive as the evidence. That is why we're having the Senate take this hearing up on Tuesday. I talked with Senator Tim Scott yesterday, and I spoke with Senator Susan Collins. And while we both said they're neutral, and Senator Collins said when this happened under Clinton, she also said after the initial hearings and the trial, she said she left open the possibility for witnesses. But you know, witnesses is a two-way street, because I'll tell you, if the Democrats in the Senate get their way, you will see Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden called before this committee, and they also want to call Adam Schiff to find out whether his staff was in collusion and have been writing these documents for the whistleblower that allege these allegations against the president in the first place. But look, Trump will be acquitted. And what will surprise you, which Senator Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell has hinted, many Democrats will also side with the Republicans that this does not rise to an impeachable offense. And then to see the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, passing out pens as a souvenir after they signed the articles. I mean, she's done so well, asking them not to cheer, don't get overwhelmed over the fact that we're going through this process, and then you see her passing out pens. You ask yourself, what are they reducing this country to? And who are the winners and losers in this process when it's all said and done? It's certainly not the American people and not our democracy.
All right, well, Tuesday is the day that we hear that the Senate impeachment trial really will get underway, and we understand that the senators won't be allowed to have their cell phones in there, they won't be allowed to talk to anybody, and they're going to hear arguments both for and against first. Then they will take a vote on whether there will be witnesses. Do you think there will be witnesses?
Mitch McConnell will get this over as just as quick as it started. They're hoping to have this over by February 1st, certainly before the President's State of the Union. But you know, politics and public opinion. Mitch McConnell just announced his re-election. Susan Collins is in a tough battle in Maine. There are many vulnerable Republicans, but there's also many vulnerable Democrats that are on the edge. It all depends on where public opinion is after you have the initial hearing and you hear the evidence and the impeachment managers that the Speaker of the House assigned present their case. And then they will decide whether there's a need for further information from people who supposedly are key witnesses. So we have to wait and see.
But you mentioned Lev Parnas and the document dump that happened just Wednesday. Is that going to play a role now in whether these senators, Republican senators specifically, will see a need to call witnesses?
You know, as always, Melody, you and I will agree on this. I can make any kind of allegation against you that I want. I can lie and cheat, manipulate, but when you're before a jury of your peers in a Senate and you're sworn in and those allegations that you made a challenge, you become an entirely different person. I still believe in our democratic principles that you're innocent until proven guilty.
All right. Thank you so much, Armstrong Williams, for joining us. You can watch the Armstrong Williams Show every Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m. right here on WJLA 24/7 News, and we'll be right back.